In our book, you're all winners. So before we announce the winners of this year's awards, here's
What a view from the top of the Empire State Building in Midtown Manhattan, just a couple of blocks away from our location here in New York City. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Mavericks. They've risen to third in the latest Power Ranking.
I think for New York, they are showing some progress. Little by little, they're becoming a better team. Now, they just have to maintain this positive momentum.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid, the big men inside. Tyrese Maxey is out there with James Harden. And it's Thibault in at the 3. And for New York, R.J. Barrett out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Robinson in at the center position. Count that one. And we're watching two highly disciplined defenses. Grant, when you look at the teams that aren't in that category, where do they usually fall short?
Well, B.A., I call it the 3 C's. Commitment, comprehension, and communication. All 3 are needed to defend at the highest level. Now, if you're missing one, it degrades the others.
Thibault nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's a capable passer.
Rose against Harden. Outside Barrett. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Maxey. Pass to Thibault. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
Here's Toppin. Back to Rose. Barrett with it. Here's Robinson. And that one hits the back iron.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Outside Harden. Pass to Harris. Inside. That's good from Embiid on the assist by Harris.
Powerful move by Embiid right there. He makes beating the defense look easy.
Rose, the pass to Robinson. Can't cash it in from close range.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Down low. Reverses. And Thibault lays it up and in. Thibault's got 8 points.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Timeout called, the Knicks.
Failing to find offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Rose finds Robinson. Out to Rose. Now quickly. Out to the wing. Here's Toppin. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable. 6 to shoot, and quickly gets the 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, Jason is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Rose. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Here's Thibault. That shot, no good. And New York will come the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
For a team with their talent, it's a bit surprising how poorly they played in this matchup last year.
And guys, they suffered a clean sweep, and for one of the best teams in the league, that cannot sit well. You know they'll come to play tonight.
It's good.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here. And you look at Harden's endurance, able to give 100% night in and night out. And he plays as many minutes as you need.
Now here's quickly. Barrett powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
You know, Grant, watching Harden, he always seems to be in attack mode.
And he's consistent about it too, B.A. A lot of guys are aggressive in spurts. Harden is looking to make a play every moment he's on the floor.
The Sixers leading. Here's Maxey. His last outing, 16 points for him. Rose against Harden.
You know, it's hard to believe it, but a mid-range J from Harden, normally all we see is threes and attacks on the rim from him.
Now here's quickly to the left wing. Rose, the pass to Robinson. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
They've now had assists on each of their 3 buckets.
Pass to Thibault. On the wing, Harden. And then Harden with the jam!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And they pick up 2.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Pass to Embiid. Back to Embiid. Shoots from the elbow. And again, it's Philadelphia.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Rose, the pass to Barrett. And again, New York with the triple.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
Pass to it. Here's Maxey. Back to Embiid. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
For New York, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Rose against Harden. Drive by Rose. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
I really love when Rose goes hard like this, guys. I mean, still, even after the injuries, showing no fear.
Pass to Harden. To the left side wing. Here's Embiid. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. New York trailing. To the inside. Here's Robinson. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Robinson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Thibault. Give him 8. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Embiid's got 6 points.
He's just too big, too powerful, too skilled. Worried about whoever's defending him at all.
Timeout called, the Knicks. Well, we've got some hot starts and some ugly starts early in the season. And how long should teams wait before worrying about their record?
Well, it's simple, B.A. If you have a bad record, you should always be worried. But most GMs don't think about making changes until about the halfway mark.
A new lineup here for New York. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Jordan's checked in for Embiid. Millsap comes in for Harris. Niang, he's checked in for Thibault, and Korkmaz is subbed in for Maxey.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The first free throw is good. And so he's able to get one of two. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Fires the three. The Knicks with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Harden, the pass to Millsap. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Millsap. Hey, nice D from Muscala. And here's New York now. They trail by 1. Here's McBride, defended by Harden. Pass to Muscala. Here's Reddish. Hits the trifecta.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Philadelphia has possession. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And it's the Knicks with the ball after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Windler. Here's McBride. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Here's Niang. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's McBride. Shoots over Harden. McBride can't get it to go. Now Philadelphia with it. Pass to Korkmaz. On the wing, Harden. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target. Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Here's McBride, defended by Harden, to the middle.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
The Sixers leading. Here's Niang. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Jordan, the pass to Harden. Launches a three. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And the three-pointer goes.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Millsap. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. And the 76ers lead by 6.
They're really working the paint now.
Inside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations. Good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Harden. The three is up. That shot is off. And New York the other way now. Here's McBride. Down low. Uses the glass on the layup.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Harden. Takes it inside.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Here's McBride. And the Knicks, another three. Outside Harden. Takes the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Three-point goal.
Harden's got 14.
They knew this was coming. Harden just let that last three go. Way too competitive for that.
James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. More 2K action in just a moment. And the young sharp-shooting guard, Emmanuel, quickly connecting with all-star Damian Lillard for some veteran input.
Giving me advice on, obviously, the point guard position.
Grant, that's a good number to have for some guidance.
Absolutely, B.A. Similar frames and skills for Quickly and Lillard. And Dame with lots to teach.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Another thing they're having success with tonight is the mid-range jump shot. It's been really falling for them.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got James Harden, George Niang out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Korkmaz in at the two-guard spot. And Reddish gets it to go.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Outside Harden. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Leonard. He takes it in. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Korkmaz. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
James
And
Harden.
you know, the unselfish attitude Harden has helps his team. Awesome at
The paint. Pass to the wing, right side. Puts one up from 19, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. He's got 9.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And it's good. 2 points. Jordan's got his second basket on the night.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Reddish misses. Philadelphia has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range, and for much of his career, Jordan has been surrounded by unbelievable talent, Clark.
Well, you think about it, B.A. Paul and Griffin in L.A., and Irving and Harden in Brooklyn. I don't know how you get much better than those five.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
And the 76ers call time here. All right, Clark, in your heyday, you were a real force on the glass. What impresses you about today's rebounding expert?
Well, the rebounding piece of the game has not changed. It's all about timing, positioning, and desire to retrieve the ball. And I had that, and rebounding is universal and timeless. If you can rebound at level in college, then typically you're a good rebounder in the pros. And if you rebound in the pros in the 50s or 60s, you'd be able to rebound in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. So that part of my game, I know, without any doubt, would still transfer today.
76ers will have a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Jordan. Harris comes in for Millsap. Thibault, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Maxey in for James Harden. For three, Maxey gets the three to fall. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball.
Sixers ball.
Philadelphia's got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Here's Rose. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Give him 8.
Well, we know how athletic Rose is, guys, but he's also excellent at anticipating on defense.
To the inside, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Quickly, passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Thibault. Back to Embiid. Over quickly. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And it's quickly. That time on the assist by Toppin. And it's a 6-point Knick lead.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 points.
Up top. Back to Maxey. Another shot. Good D by Rose. New York has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Pass to Robinson. Robinson with it. Inside. Ooh, rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Here's Maxey, guarded by Barrett, and it's Maxey missing.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Quickly, passes to Barrett, shoots over Maxey. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Barrett's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting only 36% during the second. To the middle. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Now Rose. He had 31 in the win against Orlando.
And total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Toppin. That one a little long.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Embiid. Over Barrett. Embiid, good. Embiid's got 10.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Rose, the pass to Robinson. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Here's Thibault. And the 76ers another 3.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Rose outside. There's the drive. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Back to Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Outside Thibault. Shoots over Robinson. And it's Thibault missing. The Knicks with the lead. Quickly, right side. Toppin. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And for those of you who have followed Harris, he's been in the league a decade. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it has been, and he's rock solid.
So for the Knicks, Muscala comes in for Robinson, and it's Windler in for Quickly. Outside Barrett. Muscala finds Barrett. From deep, Rose. Joel Embiid pulls it down. And over his 10 years, Clark, Harris has been remarkably reliable.
Yeah, he's as consistent as they come, B.A. He's going to score the ball. He'll rebound. He'll defend. I think he's better now at just making the next. And he does it all with a high degree of efficiency. Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for New York.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for him.
Embiid can't hit. New York has gone 1 of 3 three-point land here in the second quarter. Pass to Barrett. Rose outside. And here's Muscala. Out to the right wing. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Here's Maxey. Now Embiid, covered by Muscala. Offensive rebound. And then Embiid with the dunk.
More than likely, if there's a second chance to be had, Embiid will get it. Makes him work even harder on the boards when he knows he dirt at the end of it.
Rose with the bucket. Rose has got 8 points in the quarter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And that one's good. Embiid's got 14.
You know, every year Embiid seems to kick his scoring up just a notch. I think he realizes how dominant he can be.
New York has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. The three, Barrett. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Yep, count it. He's got 13.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now here's Rose. Not a lot of room. Here's Muscala. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 8.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not that, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Barrett. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter. A minute 53 left in the first half. Muscala against Embiid. Here's Thibault. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Rose right side. Shoots over Maxey. Tries again. Toppin. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and it'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he makes a first. And the 76ers with some changes. Jordan's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Niang. And it's Harden in for Thibault. He's perfect from the line this time. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Here's Harris. Leonard pulls down the board. New York has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. The 76ers shooting about 40% during the second quarter. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Up the floor. Reddish misses. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Here's Maxey. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
That's from
Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples.
Shot is up.
Knicks foul. Obi Toppin. That's his first personal. Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks.
The Sixers trailing. Here's Jordan, and he banks in the layup. Jordan's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Pass to Leonard. Over Harris. And that one is stuffed right through.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Derrick Rose has been leading the charge for New York. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Well, now a minute to check in with Al. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau, and Coach, you battled back from that early deficit. What changed for this?
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Derrick taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Knicks.
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
I'd like to see them get to the line more, but to do that, you got to be aggressive. Force the action, drive the lane, make the defense react to what you're doing. If they can do that, I think they have a good chance of pulling out a win.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We've got R.J. Barrett. Derrick Rose is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Harden, the pass to Embiid. Here's Maxey. Back to Embiid. Thibault on the wing. And stolen by Barrett. Jacks up a 3. And Rose, the bucket on the assist from Robinson. Rose has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know what? You can see the confidence Rose has in being able to just catch and shoot it and get it up quick.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Here's Maxey, guarded by Quickly. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Pass to Rose, takes a 3, and that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Now here's Embiid. Robinson defending. Robinson with the block. Here's Barrett. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Harden, guarded by Rose. That three's off the mark.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Knicks foul. That's his first time.
Checked in for New York.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, Obi Toppin.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Harden with it. 17 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Embiid. Late Sixers need to put one up here. The Sixers again can't hit. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Rose against Harden. To the paint. Takes one from 10 feet, and it's off the back of the rim. No good.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Now here's Harris. And the layup is good off the glass. Harris has gotten his second bucket.
One of their behind is because we haven't seen that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
We talk about Embiid's surge in production, but it doesn't end there. He said, I want to push my teammates to be better and lead by example. Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And many great players eventually realize that we is greater than me.
Yeah, Embiid's main point to this team is play the right way, because that's what you can control. He is intelligent, vocal, and selfless. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Maxey. To the right side. Here's Embiid. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got his 4th rebound in this one.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little is way.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. Shot on the wing. And it's Embiid again missing.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Quickly. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Quickly's got 9 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up your defense.
The fadeaway. Yep, that one goes. He's gotten 4 this quarter.
You know, Embiid does most of his work inside, but he's pretty comfortable in the mid-range, too.
Pass to Toppin. Over Harris. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team. They play with that much energy.
From outside. It's not going to go for him, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Thibault. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Quickly. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Good play call and good execution. The offense on all cylinders.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Yeah, this guy is torching them. And so far, their defense hasn't responded.
And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Jordan's checked in for Embiid. Millsap comes in for Harris. Niang, he's checked in for Thibault. And Korkmaz is Maxey. Harden against Rose. Shoots. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Harden's got 19.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's Rose. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Knicks lead by 16.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range.
Harden finds Millsap. And here's Jordan. Back to Korkmaz. Quickly with a rebound. New York has gone 5 from 3 since. Back to Robinson. On the wing quickly. From the arc. Sinks the tray. Quickly's got 9 points in the quarter.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Harden's shot is good.
Superb body control from Harden. When he's driving inside, the defense doesn't really have much they can do to stop him.
Quickly outside. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Three-pointer, Harden drills it from deep. 24 points for him.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Well, you look at Harden. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a scorer as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA.
So for the Knicks, Leonard's checked in for Robinson. Moose comes in for Toppin. And Reddish is subbed in for Quickly. Here's Rose. And there's the drive. And he makes it. Rose has got 26 points.
You know, this is what Rose does to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
And it's Harden penetrating. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Clark Harden is also an expert at using his body as a shield for the ball.
I think it's really a good lesson out there for young players coming up, B.A. Use what you have. Don't try to be somebody else. Use what you have. Don't make excuses. And then get busy putting the work in.
Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Reddish. New York has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Count it. Good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Philadelphia has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third. Pass to Korkmaz. Back to Korkmaz. 6 on the shot clock. Hey, nice D from Muscala. And the Knicks shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to the player of his caliber.
Harden against Rose. Here's Millsap. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Leonard. Here's Reddish. Outside Barrett. Back to Reddish. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. They host the Pistons after this one. That game part of a 4-game homestand for the club. And slam dunk by...
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Rose against Harden. Here's Muscala. Some solid defense from Jordan. The 76ers shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Korkmaz, no good.
They keep going back to the same person expecting a different result. He hasn't scored the entire period.
It's Barrett on the wing. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. And here are the Sixers now. Pass to Harden. Going inside, and then Harden with the jam.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Rose against Harden. Back to Leonard. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New York.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Don't forget about their points in the paint either. Those have been huge.
Harris is checked in for Millsap. Right wing. Knocked away. Here's McBride. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 9.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And there's the lob. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, I like that Jordan doesn't force anything. He just kind of lets the offense come to him, picking his spots well.
Here's McBride, defended by Harden. Over to the left wing. And it's New York scoring again.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Philadelphia's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Here's Harden, and he drives in, banked it in off the glass. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing ball, but they're still losing.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From downtown, Korkmaz pulls it in. Up top, Harden.
Knicks foul. Quentin Grimes. That's his first personal. Second team foul. 76ers substitution.
Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him. On the take. And a nice finish on the layup. Harden's got 30.
One of the game's best drivers without question. James Harden loves to shift gears, change of pace, slow, fast, intermediate speed, and then use that body of his to shield the ball. Nightmare defender.
And so it's the New York Knicks with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their point. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the 76ers. Thibault and Harris, the 3 and the 4. Tyrese Maxey is out there with James Harden. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Reddish, defended by Harden, and Reddish gets it to go.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Offensive rebound, Jordan, no good with a layup. And for the Knicks, they're shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Covered by Jordan, down low. Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
It's quickly with a drive. Pulls up. Reddish misses.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Shot from 12. Toppin's shot is off. And the 76ers shooting around 50% of the game so far. And Maxey, here we go. Jordan inside. Robinson defending. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. The 3. And the 76ers another 3.
You can't let Harden get comfortable from outside the arc. I mean, he's capable of raining threes in bunches.
Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Jordan finds Harden, and they call an illegal screen here. And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, B.A., it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers.
The Knicks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's quickly. The rebound by Maxey. Maxey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Inside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. On the attack, Rose. And the shot's good. Rose has got 30 points.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Harden, the pass to Harris. With the drive, and Harris throws it down.
Big man coming through. I have to enjoy watching Harris attack the rack with that.
Rose outside. Pass to Reddish. This one for... It's hauled in by the Sixers. Harden's got 4 rebounds in the game.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Harden's ball handling is absolutely off the chain insane. I mean, easily carving up the defense. Superb control. Got it on the string.
Here's Reddish. Here's Toppin. Pounded by Harris from 10 feet away. Toppin's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Outside Thibault. Harris passes to Embiid. Hangs in the air. And the layup is up and in. Embiid's got 20.
And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
Clearly going to take a lot of work, no doubt about that, but it's not impossible. You need play the floor, and you got to have a bunch of them.
Count it. And the Knicks lead by 20.
Major dominance and so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Pass to Maxey. And in the 2021 Conference Finals, 3 out of the 4 teams were helmed by black head coaches. Many hoping that'll help create more opportunities moving forward, Grant.
No question. The NBA is #1 in embracing diversity in its league. Now, we still have a long way to go, but you have to be proud of the coaches who performed, as you said, in last year's conference, but also seeing the steps move in the right direction this summer with a lot of hires who are African-American head coaches. So, obviously, it's a results-driven business, but greater diversity is certainly welcome.
Joel Embiid. That's his second personal, first team foul. At the line for New York, Mitchell.
First free throw is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. And both free throws good for Robinson. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Harden with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Here's Thibault. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Thibault's got 19.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Rose, the pass to Barrett. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 76ers have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Maxey, that's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
quickly. Here's Toppin. Rose left side. Shot clock at 6. Outside Barrett. 4-3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Maxey. Over Rose. Tip. So it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Back to Harden. And Harden with the slam.
You know, whenever James Harden steps onto the courts, you're almost expecting him to go off. He's got a great reputation that's well earned in this league as an elite scorer.
Lays it up and banks it in. 2 points in just the second half.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Pass to Maxey. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal. First team foul.
So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 14. For 3, Maxey. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Harden against Rose. On the wing quickly. Here's Toppin. Soft touch off the glass.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Philadelphia's gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. Now here's Harden. Pass to Embiid. Over Robinson. Embiid can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Third personal.
One thing you know when defending Barrett, he wants to get to the rim every chance he can.
R.J. Barrett at the line. One shot.
Free throw drops for Barrett. And you know, Grant, on his attacks to the basket, Barrett is looking for points, a foul, or both.
Oftentimes initiating the contact, too. As he gets more established in the league, he'll get more calls to go his way. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Left side Robinson. Quickly passes to Barrett. Back to Quickly. Fires for 3. The Knicks keep it alive. A nice shot by Toppin. Toppin's gotten 4 this quarter.
Now what's the saying? Don't box out, get your feelings hurt.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight, but we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. Embiid against Robinson. Fades. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Embiid's got 22 points.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
And the Knicks call time here.
You know, many refer to Embiid as the best big in the league right now, and largely because there isn't a hole in his game. I mean, he does a lot of everything, and as big as he is, his agility and shooting touch is off the charts.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He loves the pressure deep. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on their heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Clark, the evolution of Embiid's game really speaks to his intense work ethic.
I agree with you because he's had several injuries now, and yet he has not wasted that time rehab because he's developed the skills in the process. He said surgeries after surgeries at some point, his heart was too big for that, and his game is showing the fruit of his work.
What a burst out of that first step, straight to the hole.
Rose outside. Pass to Toppin. Robinson with it. Here's Rose. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. One thing about Derrick Rose that's never changed over the years, Grant, is his ability to come through and the basket is needed. He's the guy you want on the court.
Well, we've seen it. End of game situation, Rose in a set. And even against the dump, he finds a way to shake free and get the bucket. Dependable as it gets when the pressure's on.
And he's going for the oop here. And then Embiid with the dunk.
I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong.
Robinson with it. Embiid covers. Rose against Harden. And Rose, the bucket on the assist by Toppin. Toppin's got his 4th assist with that last one.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Knicks.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Derrick Rose.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
You know what? We've recently been able to watch a different Rose here. I mean, a better, more efficient, more confident player. Man, I love seeing that.
Here's Bassey, guarded by Rose. Rose against Milton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bassey. It's rebounded by Barrett. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
From deep, Rose nails it from 3. Rose has got 41.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
1 shot.
There's 14 seconds left in the 4th. Now Rose. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Derrick Rose. Derrick, what a nice win.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill.